I'm Richard. There's Tony Provatero over there, the podcast master. The Great Fear, that's the name of it. It swept France in the summer of 1789. So today we do have great fears. Sometimes we fear we'll run out of potato chips or Netflix won't work. The Great Fear was an order of magnitude greater than that, the summer of 1789. Lafayette was commander of the Paris National Guard in Paris. He was responsible for maintaining order. France at the time was much like Georgia is today. So there is Atlanta, central, and then there's the rest of Georgia. So there was Paris, and then there was the rest of France. There had been turmoil in Paris. The municipal authority had changed leadership, and not in a calm way. And that sort of rumble rippled out into the rural areas. There was a rural rumble afoot. Well, really that rumble had been coming on for some time, for at least 6 years, since 1783. Harvests had been poor, public water iced over during winter. The peasants, who composed the Third Estate, 95% of the population in France, they couldn't get fire for the fireplace, they couldn't get food, and when food, bread especially, was available, the price was just too high. So there was this simmering rumble that had been going on since 1783, and the thing that triggered it was a volcanic eruption in Iceland. Go figure. For 8 months, from June 8, 1783 to February 1784, there were eruptions through the Lackey Mountain. Split the Lackey Mountain in Iceland. It was 15.5 miles and 130 vents. So it spewed volcanic ash, it spewed sulfur, toxic gases. It affected North America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. Harvests were poor, and it's true. James Carville was right. It is about the economy. It is about being able to put food on the table. There can be no freedom if there is physical want. So the volcanic explosivity index, interestingly, was 4 at the time. This index goes from 1 to 8. Mount St. Helens was a 4, but keep in mind, this one in Iceland, the Lackey Mountain that exploded, lasted for 8 months. And out in the hinterlands, the social media powered up. So then it was by word of mouth, and it took a little while to get around, but there was a famine conspiracy. There was a plot, peasants felt, that the elites and the nobles were trying to starve them out. So the peasants began organizing. They armed themselves, they began forming militias, and now they attacked the chateaus. And all of it motivated by this conspiracy theory. And they attacked the chateaus not so much to hurt the nobles physically, but to garner the registries of tax and ownership and to bonfire them, to get rid of them. But then the conspiracy theory took on a life of its own. See if you don't see some common threads in this. Yes, it was William Faulkner who said the past is not dead. It's not even past. Things circulate back around. So now the theory suggested that brigands and criminals, because of all the chaos, brigands and criminals were going to be attacking the peasants and trying to destroy them. So now the militias began fighting amongst themselves. This was the Great Fear, July 22nd to August 6th, 1789. The French Revolution was being launched. Till next time.